Really, I'm hood rich. I'm really a star. I can't wait to be famous. 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 Really, I'm hood rich. I'm really a star. I can't wait to be famous.
Really, I'm haunted. I'm haunted by hundreds.
Let's keep it 100. You got. What up, though? It's your boy Common Sense, man. And we already know that common sense isn't common. Alright, look, so today, man, we have Love Dorsey, okay? Now, if you're not aware of Love Dorsey, you finna learn today, alright? You gonna learn today, alright? I'm your boy Common Sense. Like the video, because liking the video is more important to the YouTube algorithm these days. Subscribe to the boy if you're feeling the content. It's a reaction. Let's go.
Here on this planet. You see, relating to the universe in a particular type of way. We want to see that extended in our children and our children's children. You see what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you, because you saying some real shit, and legacy is a strong word. It's
right here.
powerful.
Pay attention.
It goes in the category of purpose and you know, having a reason for being, right? With in our culture. And, you know, it may be similar or it could be the same, but I focus more on us than anything. It is dangerous when we're not working on anything or building anything or don't have anything to lose. Because there is no purpose. There is no care for a legacy because there's no thought of building a legacy. There's no unification of the family unit. Like when you don't, these are dangerous individuals.
You're not
because what they will destroy, what the lengths they will go to satisfy an emotion about something that you might have said or did. It is diabolical.
It is. Yeah, it
like
is.
It's
the short-sightedness.
Come on.
Not understanding or even caring how this action today will impact things for years to come.
This is why,
and is it even worth it?
Yes, and this is why, like, you know, whenever I speak to, you know, men about, look, Dorsey, what you feel like makes a man valuable, or women, hey, listen, look for this first in a man, or he ain't a catch. If you ain't working on something or building something, you're dangerous to me.
Yeah, I always say you to be.
Now listen to me. First off, bro, if you have a woman, if you try to play Love Dorsey to your woman, and she don't like what Love Dorsey is saying, she's not the one. Trust me on that. Okay? If she's triggered by what Love Dorsey is saying, she is not the one. That's a red flag. And that's one. Two, I always thought that if somebody did not have a purpose, or if they didn't have anything to lose in life, that they was a dangerous person. And that's pretty much what they saying right now. If you don't have a purpose in life, you a dangerous person. You would do anything to fulfill that emotion at that moment because you don't have nothing to lose. So you will risk it all, which is nothing to risk. You will risk it all to satisfy that hate, that envy, that jealousy. It doesn't matter. All of the negative feelings, they can be angry. All of the negative feelings, they would take that shit and run with it. They'll take it and go a whole mile with it to try to satisfy something. Now, a person that got something to lose, they gonna think logical. Okay? They gonna think with logic. They not gonna sit up here and try to do nothing toxic for real to the extreme because they know that they have something to lose. Alright? Again, if you play this to your woman or to your man and he don't like what Love Dorsey is saying, that's a red flag. Get rid of that person.
At a certain age as a man and not have a program, you're not no man. And I ain't talking about just being employed or working for somebody.
It's not just money.
There's something going on outside of that defines you more than just that job. You see what I'm saying? If you're not working on something that gives you the satisfaction and fulfillment, number one, but then also number two, that your woman or your family can tap into and also generate resources, you playing yourself.
And I'm gonna tell. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you something because I love this. Right? Whenever I talk about this, I have people that bring up the fact that, well, Dorsey, there are wealthy, successful men that built stuff like entertainers. They built their brand, and you know they're doing well for themselves, and they are dangerous in the realm of abuse of power. Right? And so then you know the conversation shifts in that direction. From you know, what I understand about the behavior of men when they come into money and power and success, I feel like we skip over being honest. And you and I were talking about it earlier when I gave you a scenario that I experienced in one of my clubs, so to speak. But when we skip over women soliciting those men in wild ways.
Yeah, they do.
Wild to the point where this is where they get their viewpoint that I deserve this much power over other people.
Yeah, they're enabled. They're enabled every step of the way.
Yes.
As the success grows, so does the enabling.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it's commensurate.
But we skip that and we go straight to look what he did to all those women.
Because the women now have to remove themselves from being a factor in the equation.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? And men oftentimes will allow women to do that too, to your point of lack of accountability. They will allow women who they know solicit these men and do some of the craziest things, right? But when the shit hit the fan, everybody scattered like roaches, and now it's like you don't even see the people who have enabled him every step of the way.
And see, for me, I'm always about total accountability
for everybody. Right.
And so what I'm explaining is it's the same as when I explain the basic concept of the proportioning the responsibility behind bringing a child into the world. You can give me all the money in the world right now. I can give you all the money in the world right now. If people weren't willing to succumb to the money that you're offering to exert your power over them.
Yeah.
Because when you think about it, the majority of the people that we talk about, they in entertainment or they own companies and things like that. They're not exerting like.
Listen, she haven't said, her and my mans haven't said nothing wrong. Okay? Perfect example, the Diddy situation. Now, Diddy got multiple victims. Diddy was doing the stuff that he was doing for years. Don't get me wrong, Diddy is wrong. I ain't backing shit that Diddy do or did. Alright? Or what he's accused for. He's wrong. But at the end of the day, certain women and certain men put up with certain things that Diddy is getting accused of because of his status, because of the money that he have in the bank, and potentially where he can get somebody's career. This man and this woman didn't say nothing wrong. Now, they're talking about people that's in the industry. In my opinion, you can be a high value drug dealer or just a drug dealer in the streets, and people is gonna succumb to your bullshit because you the one with the bag, or you the person with the money, or you the person with the status. Therefore, people allow certain people to get away with certain things that shouldn't be okay, all because they got the money. Again, going back to the beginning of this, if that woman, if that man that was the victim had a purpose in life, they would not succumb to somebody's status or to somebody's money, because they will value themselves more than just what that person can offer them. They will enjoy the process because they know that they working towards something. Their vision, their faith that they have, and they dream means more than anything that anybody else can offer them.
The force of the military over you to make you come, be with them and sleep with them, and we're willing to do whatever for a man with a bag.
Right. Yeah. And so and to your point, there has to already be a level of brokenness in us to begin with.
Come on.
In order for that man to even exploit that.
Yeah. Or how they say it ain't tricking if you got it.
Right. So if you have a healthy sense of self, then you're not going to allow yourself to be exploited like that.
Right.
You see yourself as sacred.
Right.
So you're not going to, regardless of what that man is on, regardless of how big his bag is, you're not going to be seduced by that.
Right. And so I in my mind, when the conversation goes in that direction, I start thinking, well, damn, am I the only one that thinks like this? We literally skip this part.
But you're one of the few that's not willing to compromise.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's the season, unfortunately, that we're in, where they don't even see it as compromising. It's just doing what you do based on what you perceive as the power dynamic.
Right.
But remember what I said. The ultimate expression of power is to have the ability to walk away
Right.
from the very thing the system needs you to want.
Right. Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right. No, 100%. I 100% understand. I just, for me, it was a very relevant topic because it's like we skipped straight to that guy with all the money, did all those
Right.
women like that. So none of them had the abilities to say no to the dollar he offered or whatever lifestyle or flashy cars or, you know, public eye that they got in over that. Like, it's just him. He has this magical control over. No, when are we? And it goes back to what me and you discussed once before. Fuck y'all for thinking that women are just that dumb.
Right.
That you can just take $1 and, oh, here's $2,000 and just, and I'm not saying that there aren't women that are like that. But I'm saying, fuck you for thinking that we're going to just go along with the narrative that's the thing for all women and we just victims and you got to lock all these men up because we're being preyed upon. No, females is very much empowering.
Participants. Yeah, they're active participants in the bullshit. And, you know, I remember listening to academics talk about this Diddy situation, right? And he was he was talking about how men with a net worth of $1 billion, like billionaires, they may have certain sexual proclivities that other men who are not as wealthy don't have. You see what I'm saying? And while I understood what he was saying, it was almost like he was making that shit okay.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like he was justifying the debauchery, whatever the other words are.
I get exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, based on them having money. But see, to your point, those men got that way, number one, as a result of a whole number of people saying yes and not no.
Yes, so it becomes a norm.
And so, but also what happens is because they got used to everybody saying yes, them niggas got bored.
Right.
The women were no longer even a challenge and no longer had the ability to call their character higher.
This is why I call us out every time because I don't care, you know, who you are. I've seen this go on in the streets. Like, if you from the streets, you know, you ain't got to be no billionaire.
No,
like, you know, academic going off of, you know, him reporting on the news as he does. But you can go to any hood in the streets. If a nigga the one with the work and he got the bread, the females flocking towards him, and he can make your baby mama and his girlfriend be in the same room, fucking each other, doing it. And so by the time he been in the streets 5-6 years, he done seen so much freaky shit. It's like, nah, a bad bitch don't even impress him, or a woman. It's like you can't even. The idea of sex being sacred is not a thing to him no more. And it's like
he has no reason to come to a woman respectfully.
Come on,
at that point, on any level,
right? And see, you can't, if you haven't had these conversations from a mature level, like Out Your Feelings, with niggas that have done this and been in this and women that were a part of this, you will just take the stance of, well, no, he wrong because look how he doing women. We be willing participants for just the idea to say, I'm sleeping with the dude with the bag. Sometimes we don't even get none of the money.
No.
When you get into the dudes, the billionaires dealing with women, I'm sure they probably breaking them off every time. But I'm from the hood. Well, just because the streets know he got a bag, they smashing for nothing.
Yeah. They smashing for nothing, and they homeboy smashing just because they affiliated with the nigga with the bag.
Yeah, come on.
All right, man. So that's Love Dorsey. And I don't know the host of this show. The name of this show is Relax and Take Notes. Now, it's a whole bunch of game in what they said. The moral of the story is, man, if you find somebody who don't have a purpose in life, they will succumb to anything, to anybody that have anything to offer. Okay? If they don't have a purpose in life, they pretty much will throw away all the morals to try to come up on that person, or just to try to say they messing with the person that got the bag. Alright? I'm your boy Common Sense. Like the video, because liking the video is more important to the YouTube algorithm these days. Subscribe to the boy if you felt the content. I'm doing what I always do, and I'm signing off. Peace.